Broncos Country, salute people, salute victory again, 2 weeks in a row. Man, the Denver Broncos find a way to win an ugly, sloppy game in East Rutherford, New York against the New York Jets to get back to 500. This team is 2-2, and they did it the hard way. They lost the first two games of the season, one of them being at home, and they won the second two games of the season on the road against very good opponents overall. And proud of this team, man. Happy, I love it. And let's break it down. Let's break it down before another video later tonight with Jeremy and David Talks Broncos. So stay tuned for that. Guys, if this is your first time on the channel, welcome. I appreciate it. Check some of the other videos out. If you love Denver sports, if you love fantasy sports, smash that subscribe button for me at the bottom. Like the video, help me out with the algorithm. But more importantly, I would really like to get to 500 subscribers, as that's my next goal here in the next month or so. So much appreciated. Broncos Country, let's talk about it. Man, oh man, was it an ugly game, right? Sloppy, rainy conditions. It seemed like the ball was just made out of ice. It's unlike really any other type of rainy game that I've seen for whatever reason. Broncos were down 6-0 at halftime. They got nothing going at half. Bo Nix actually had -7 yards passing in technicality at the half. And let's break this down in a lot of different ways. A lot of people are blaming Bo Nix for not being able to throw the football in this game, right? I saw all sorts of crazy stuff on Twitter. Guys, he's played, many years, many games at Oregon in the rain. He's got very big hands. He's obviously very accustomed to being able to play in the rain. The difference is something about today's weather there in New Jersey was weird. It was a very slick rain, I guess, and they were talking about it a lot on the sideline cam too. Aaron Rodgers probably struggled throwing the ball more even than Bo Nix. They just kept kind of highlighting and showing Bo Nix making, looking at his hands, wiping them, balls wobbling. They highlighted that a little bit more, but Aaron Rodgers, who's a big vet, who's somebody that's played in many, many games, he really struggled to throw the ball. So let's just get that out of the window. It was one of those games. But what I loved about this team today and this victory is that this defense is absolutely dominant. We lost Alex Singleton for the year. Some pretty heartbreaking news. It sucked about the ACL, and they did not miss a beat. This defense was on fire. 14 quarterback hits. They were just coming from all angles or tight coverage. They were suffocating the team. And then in the second half, the Broncos offense really started to establish their identity in this particular game. They started running the ball very well, very efficiently, and specifically out of the pistol, which I loved, because I think the pistol allows for, first of all, I think Bo Nix is going to be more comfortable running out of the pistol. Secondly, it gives the defense a unique look that, hey, Bo Nix can now be a threat as a runner. They might hand the ball off, or they can obviously throw. So you're not going to always have these stacked boxes and things that you're dealing with overall. And I loved it. There was one of the touchdown drives was just methodical in terms of their ability to balance the running and the pass. Bo Nix only had 60 yards passing in this game, but he had a huge completion of Cortland Sutton on an absolutely beautiful throw. Just a big post dig route across the middle, and capped off that drive with a Cortland Sutton touchdown. So it was awesome to see Bo Nix get his first touchdown pass. I think that's going to hopefully open up the floodgates to a lot more, because I do believe it was something that he was thinking about, and that was bothering him overall. In addition to that, that gave him the lead. Lutz had a really big kick, but the defense just kept suffocating this team. They just kept playing well. Just super proud of the way that they played, and the offense was efficient in terms of being able to run the ball. They started to get first downs. Like I said, they got a lot more of a rhythm, and they were able to control the second half, not just by being able to take the lead, but also from the standpoint of milking that clock and making it a tight type of a game that we wanted to see. So listen, it's weird. It's one of those games where it was ugly. It was very, very sloppy conditions, but the Broncos ended up coming out with a huge win. And I credit Sean Payton a lot for this. There were a couple of questionable calls normal, but for the most part, I thought he managed the game very well today, not just from a time management standpoint at the end of the game, but I thought that he had a lot of really great play designs. A lot of them just didn't work out because the ball was slipping. I liked when I felt like he chose the right moments to take the shot versus being a little bit more conservative. He stuck with the run game. He said he was impressed by it at halftime. He came out and they stuck with it, but they made adjustments to it to be able to be better in that sense. So overall, super pleased. But guys, how are we feeling? How are you feeling, Broncos country, about this win? Right? I'm never of the, if we win pretty or if we win ugly, I've never really cared. It's a week to week business, and this is one of those just unique games where the weather was awful. I don't think the teams were really expecting for it to be as bad as it was, so it turned into a dogfight. And man, this Broncos team shows that they got a lot of heart, a lot of guts. Love the culture of this team. You saw the video. PJ Locke went live on his Instagram. This team's having fun. They are tight knit. I thought that the 2-game road trip really helped bring them together. I thought even they rallied behind Alex Singleton in his season-ending injury. Just rallied behind him and really found the juice. But they're relentless, man. Every player, especially on the defense, is just relentless. And I thought the offensive line was fantastic today. Absolutely fantastic. Bo had no sacks. He wasn't really pressured or hurried much either. They were great in the run game. Opened up a lot of really, really big holes, especially late in the game. And Javonte Williams, you deserve your flowers. You've gotten a lot of criticism from me, deservedly so. And so once you play well, I'm going to give you your flowers. I thought Javonte looked much better today. He looked like he was running with a purpose. He looked more decisive. And I think he really helped to seal the win today. Broncos country, how you feeling? How you feeling about being 2-2? I'm feeling good, man. And I think that the rest of the season, if you look at the schedule, I think all the defenses that we'll be playing for the rest of the year arguably aren't as good as the ones that we've played in the first 4 weeks. So we've gone through a really, really tough stretch. Bo Nix has seen a lot of defenses. There's a lot of learning. I think there's going to be a lot of growth coming and development coming for this team. Prayers to Tyler Bidet. By all accounts, it seems like he is going to do fine, but that was a pretty scary incident, so we'll get a little bit more on him. But I thought Javonte was great today. I thought Jaleel had some good runs, and it was a unique, very, very unique game. But we'll take it. We'll take it as we got it. We got the Raiders coming into town next week with the throwback uniforms being debuted at home. It's going to be great to be at home. Excited for the team, man, but they deserve it. Let's enjoy this while we can. Guys, in about an hour and a half, we'll have a video. We'll be live with Jeremy and David Talks Broncos. Excited about that, so stay tuned. I'll link up the StreamYard here in the description once we get that all set up. All right, everybody. Well, enjoy your Sunday, man. Enjoy your Sunday again. These are fun days. These are fun moments. Broncos are back to 500, and it is now essentially a 13-game season for us. So, mile high salute, everybody. Spend time with the people that you love most, and I'll see y'all in about an hour.